Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new reading. Today, we are going to be introducing another group for this year. I know that I'm already doing like a bunch, but this one has to be done since MAMAMOO is together right now touring. I thought it would be a good idea to add them to all the groups that I'm working on. This is a group that one of my friends asked for a long time ago. It's just that for the longest of time, I was like, is MAMAMOO even together anymore? Like, what's going on there? So it seems like they are together, even if they're not under the same company and stuff. I actually don't really know. But enough talking. Let's get the predictions for the group for this year. So the first question is, what is the current energy with MAMAMOO? So what is MAMAMOO's current energy? We have the Three of Cups, the Lovers Reverse, and the Queen of Wands reverse. So when I saw the Three of Cups right away, I was like, oh, they're having fun. They're enjoying their time together, hanging out. So even if they're working together, touring around the place, the Three of Cups kind of shows that they're still having fun. They're enjoying their time. They're just maybe going out to drink, going out to celebrate, enjoying their time together. The Three of Cups does talk about celebrations and having a good time with friends. So I do feel that they still see each other in very good, I guess they have a very good relationship and they see each other as very good friends. And even though they're working together, they're still like, oh, we're having a good time. Now, with the Lovers, we have Gemini energy, and there's this sense of open opportunities, new beliefs coming in. But with it being reversed, I do feel that right now the group is still trying to figure themselves out. So what I mean by that is I've been doing some research on how the Mayor Arcana works, and I think I left off on the Lovers. So the Lovers is supposed to represent the energy of someone that is very venturing out onto the unknown, into new things, and kind of creating their own beliefs and finally expanding outside what they know and what they kind of grew accustomed to. So I do feel that right now everyone has been on their own for quite a while, that now that they're all coming back, they're still kind of figuring out what is the difference between being in this industry with the group and being within the industry on my own. So right now that they're coming back, there is this sense of enjoyment and reassurance and just having a good time together. But at the same time, with the Lovers Reverse, it feels like many of them are still trying to figure out how they work on their own outside of the group, and what does that mean, what does that look like. And now that they're coming back together working and like having concerts, it kind of feels like whatever they had experienced on their own, now that they're together, is like there's a new perspective that they're trying to figure out. And the last card that we have right here is the Queen of Wands reverse. So the Queen of Wands is Leo energy, and here they're, with it being reversed, I think many of them are trying to figure out what they're passionate about. They're trying to figure out their creative differences. But how should I put it? I don't think they're necessarily disagreeing with each other. It's more along the lines of they're trying to figure out what they want to work on. They're figuring out how to express that. They're figuring out, with this Queen of Wands reverse, how to be more confident in their own choices, in their creative points of view or perspectives. And also with this Queen of Wands reverse, it seems like many of them are trying to be a bit more confident with their decisions, with their ideas, and the actions that they're taking as an individual. So again, this cards kind of show that they're having a good time together right now. They're enjoying what they're doing together, but at the same time, there's like this nagging feeling behind them of like, what does it mean to be me? What does it mean for me to be in this group? And all of those things. So they're still trying to figure out themselves and where they're going. On to the next question. So what is in store for MAMAMOO's career in 2023? We have third quarter moon with adjustments are required, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised, right? Right now the group is still, again, as I mentioned earlier, they're trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to understand what it means to be part of the group and being on their own. So, what is it like to be part of the pack and be a lone wolf? That's kind of what it feels like. So one of the things that I mean by that as well is that many of them are trying to figure out, am I thinking of these ideas because this is what will benefit the group, or will this benefit myself? Or they start thinking, am I doing this because I got this idea from the group, or is this my own idea? So there's still like this, I wouldn't say nagging feeling, but there's this disconnect and this bridge that has not been built, or a foundation that hasn't been fully set for many of them. So many of them haven't really figured out how to create something a bit more stable on their own. And I think many of them are still trying to rely on themselves a bit more, be more confident not only in their decisions, but their perspective, their creative endeavors as well. So how they want to express their art. They're all kind of still figuring out how to do that on their own. So with adjustments are required, it feels like this year the group is going to figure out a bit more how to be both independent but still part of the group, how to bring their own selves and add more to the dynamic they have as a group instead of continuously like rely on each other or something. And the only way that they're doing this is by figuring themselves out. Again, confidence will allow them to actually work together or work with each other because there's no baggage holding any of them back. With confidence, there is a higher chance of being able to actually express not only disagreements with each other, but also being able to agree with each other. Because it's like, yeah, I've been wanting to do that, and your example is a very good way or a very good method to communicate that. And they're able to not only acknowledge their own strengths, but they're also able to acknowledge a very good idea or the strengths of other people around them. So again, they're just getting more confident. And those are the adjustments that I'm seeing for this year. But let's go on to the second part of the second question, which is just checking individually how will 2023 be for each member. So I'll go in age order if I remember correctly. So Solar, what is in store for her this 2023? We have space. So with this space card, I do feel there is a lot of thinking that she's doing, a lot of space that she may need for herself as well. So she may be a bit more distant or has been very distant from a lot of people because she's thinking a lot, figuring out herself, trying to understand how to create something from nothing. Because with space, I think of course, the space that you can give someone, but I also think of like matter and how everything is being transformed, and also the idea of being able to think of something when you're not really looking for it. I have a feeling that that's kind of what she's going through right now. Like there might be this sense of emptiness that she feels inside, or like this feeling of there's something that I want to do, something that I want to create, and I don't want distractions. I don't need them. And that's why she may have isolated herself a lot this year, so like that she can just think and think and think. I don't think her thinking is coming from a place of something that's troubling her. I think it's coming from a space of creation. Like she wants to do something, work on a project, and there's just this silence and space that she needs to be able to listen to those ideas in her head. Listen to how it can be communicating, or listening to that story that wants to be told. Something along those lines. Now let's check MAMAMOO, what is in store for her this year. We have protection. So with this protection card, it seems like this year she will take care of her privacy quite a lot and take care of the people that she cares about the most and the people that she's the closest with. This is a purple card if I'm correct, so that makes me think that she may be very, very intuitive. And one of the things that she will be protecting is her ideas. She may be protecting, again, the people that are close to her. So there might be a chance that she has a feeling that someone's like watching her, or feeling like someone's just waiting for her to slip up somehow. So she's been very careful and very cautious. Also, with this protection card, we have two locks being put together. So there might be some sort of promise or some sort of commitment that she has that was supposed to be some sort of protection. So maybe she promised that she will take care of someone, or maybe she promised to be with someone, and because of that she's trying to be more private and being more careful so people don't get into her business and whoever it is that she wants to take care of or protect. Again, it feels like there was like a promise of sorts. There might be a little bit of distance that she wants as well. Again, there's the sense of protecting her privacy that continues coming up. So maybe she feels like this year either she feels very exposed, or maybe this year she feels like someone's just waiting for her to mess up and that's why she's taking care of herself. Or there is also a chance that since she's working, she feels like she needs to take care of herself a bit more because she's under the spotlight again, or something along those lines as well. Let's go on to the next person and figure out what's in store for Wayne this year. We have fear. So with this fear card, there is a sense that this year Wayne is working on doing new things in her life. So fear is supposed to be a card that talks about someone that is entering the unknown, someone that's starting a new chapter, and that fear that is coming up is a sense of worry or doubt that naturally pops up when someone is trying to do something different or trying to go into the unknown. So this tells me that Wayne is trying to take a risk in her life and trying to either take out a project or work on something that she had to kind of leave behind because she was either not okay for it or it was not the right timing. And now that it's come that she wants to work on it again, like these fears are coming up again because it didn't work out before or something along those lines. Like either something didn't work out before and because of that she's afraid it's not going to work out again this year, or there's something new that she wants to do and just the unknown and the mystery behind it is something that she's afraid of because it's like it's not guaranteed, nothing's set on stone quite yet. And again, this archway kind of looks like a portal or an opening of sorts, so I see this as a potential new beginning that she will be entering this year, and is just filled with unknowns and mysteries. So it's probably her working on a new project or working on something that she's very unfamiliar with. And there you go, fears and worries, doubts are coming up. I don't think it's necessarily anything too bad as much as it's just experiencing the unknown. Now on to the last person. What is in store for Jose's career 2023? So we have sweetness and trust. So this year, Hwasa is going to go in a period where she's going to feel very loved and cared for. This kind of shows that she will either find someone that she can trust, or she will trust either the universe, her path, or herself. Like there is a sense of fulfillment, a sense of either very good communication, because this is a blue card, so it makes me think of the throat chakra. So either she has very good communication with herself or with other people, and that is making her feel like she can trust again. Trust in her path, trust in the universe and destiny, and also trust other people. So this trust or being able to trust other people will allow her to rely on these people and in a way allow her to kind of loosen up a bit in the sense of not taking too many burdens on her own or working as an individual for so long. It's like being able to share the problems that she has with others, being able to work with other people and collaborate with them in this sweetness card. So these two being put together kind of shows that being able to trust in people, in situations, and in the universe allows her to feel lighthearted, allows her to feel fulfilled and happy. And it also allows her to, again, not overthink things, not feel overwhelmed, not hold on to baggage, and things are flowing naturally in her life. So this year she will feel very abundant and she will feel very lucky, but that's because she's just filling herself with lots of love and surrounding herself with lots of love. And when I mean love, I don't necessarily just mean it romantically. I mean this as self-empowering. I mean this as just having a good support system with her. It could be friends, it could be coworkers, or it could even be family. Like she's just surrounding herself with a lot of people she can trust, people that she loves, and people that care for her and want the best outcome for her. So this is creating a very healthy environment for her this year. On to the last question, which is any advice or healing messages for MAMAMOO for this year? The first card that came out is Gibeah's Moon, with you're very close to achieving your goal. So if there's a goal that the whole group had together, it's coming true very quickly and very soon. So they can definitely look forward to it. It's kind of like the moon is almost filling up completely, and that is a very good sign that they're finally seeing something for what it is, or they're finally getting results for something. The moon is a very good, I guess, celestial body people can use as a form of abundance and manifestation. So what I mean by that is that the moon works quickly enough for people to see results, but it's also slow enough that people can like adjust to the changes and even notice them. So the moon goes through its phases like in about like a month or so. So that is a very good way of creating checkpoints for a plan that you have and be like, okay, in 1 month I will be in this place, or I will measure my goal in this way. So I should have these certain results, right? So that's why it's a very good tool to, or I guess a good energy to use when manifesting. So that I'm saying that because with you're very close to achieving your goal kind of makes me think that this year the group has been working on a goal and they will finally see the results that they were looking for, or just see any sort of results that are very good this year. The other card that we have is a surrender to the divine, which is a full moon. Again, I kind of just talked about the full moon right here. So with this full moon, it kind of shows that they'll be able to see things clearly. All of a sudden, things that they were unsure of will just go away. Their doubts and worries will go away, because all of a sudden they're like, there you go. Finally, it feels like everything's fallen into place. It feels like everything's just working nicely. It feels like the odds are in our favor and we're abundant and we can manifest whatever we want. Like, all our dreams are coming true. So I do feel that this year will be very fulfilling for the whole group. And that's because they're just trusting in the process. They don't feel like they have to do everything on their own. They don't feel like they have to control all aspects to make things work. They're allowing things to just happen. And they're just working with what they have in the present moment. And also living in that present moment is allowing many of them to not be too hung up what could happen, or be too hung up on their past and be like, why didn't this work out, and creating just more baggage and resentment even. And when I mean resentment in this case is like maybe feeling angry and annoyed that things did not work out in the past, whatever goals they may have had before. So let's get one last card for their advice and healing. The last card that we have is the new moon in Sagittarius with luck is on your side. So with the new moon, we talk about new beginnings. So this energy of surrendering and just allowing the universe to do as it wishes and going with the flow, but also living in the present moment, is leaving the group in a situation where they're going to feel very lucky, very abundant. This new moon in Sagittarius kind of talks about, well, the new moon talks about new beginnings. So that tells me that they're entering in this new phase in their life, which is being shown as a new perspective or a new way of seeing, I guess, their life, which will make them be more positive and feel lucky and feel very abundant, as I mentioned earlier. And this will make them trust in their ability to manifest and make their dreams come true. Also, with the Sagittarius energy, I feel that they're feeling like this because they're traveling around the world. And by doing that, they're like encountering people, situations, or just experiences that is opening up their world, is opening up their point of view. And all of those things is helping with their thinking. It's allowing them to see new ways of approaching a goal, or new ways of thinking about situations, that is bringing them a lot more possibilities into how they can make their dreams come true. But again, also bringing a lot of positivity. So that is very good, right? I guess that this year the group will be able to see all of the options that they have and all the paths that they can take to make their dreams come true or work on their goals. And all of that is just making them feel like there's a bright future ahead of them, and that's making them be a lot more optimistic about results and the outcome and what they have to do to make those dreams come true. So all in all, it feels like this year is going to be very good for them, at least in their point of view and their perspective. There's a lot of happiness with the Three of Cups. There's good luck with their advice and their healing. And the only hard thing I think that the group is going through this year is individually trying to figure themselves out, because together they're going to do very well, and just experiencing life this year is going to be very good as well. But right now they're in that like uncomfortable place where they're just going through that transformation. So part of the transformation is basically looking in the past or releasing negativity and transforming those experiences or transforming that energy into something positive that they can work with. So that's why you have people like Solar that like needs a lot of space to just think and kind of like digest what is going on and what she wants. And then you have people like MAMAMOO that may be holding a lot onto something that she doesn't want to let go of, or trying not to give up on something, and that's why she's protecting that energy. And then with Wayne, we have the fear card that kind of shows that there's maybe a lot of doubts. So there could be a lot of distrust in the future ahead. Or again, just not having that experience of what could happen. That's bringing her a lot of doubts if things will work out nicely, or if it will just be doomed from the beginning again or something. So there's some baggage that she may need to release. And then you have Hwasa, who seems to be doing pretty well right now and just surrounding herself with very good people. So in that case, having that mentality definitely brings a lot of positivity, and that lightheartedness, yeah, is something that will make it easier for the energy and the abundance to just flow through her very easily. But regardless, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And let's hope that MAMAMOO has a good year this year. And I also hope that you guys enjoy going to their concerts and listening to their music. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you. And bye.